好，在老板里面。有吗？有冇嘢嘛？ So good afternoon, everyone. First of all, okay. So good afternoon. My name is Raymond. Is the Deputy Program Director for this Master of Science Global Business and Decision Analysis. Firstly, okay, my part, I want to share with you some of the introduction about the challenges and opportunity of the global business. Just sharing something for you and also share some of my experience with you. I make a very brief conclusion and then our program director, Dr. Shao Gang, okay, he is going to share with you about the details about this program. Okay, firstly, when we are talking about the challenges and the opportunity of the global business, I want to tell you something about what are happening nowadays in the world. Firstly, we are talking about the geopolitical dynamic. Okay, this is very important because nowadays when we are talking about the global business, more or less, we will talk about the politics. Okay, of course, the whole program is not designed for us to discuss the politics. For more or less, we have to touch base about this area for the study. For example, okay, why we talk about this is talking about the shifting power dynamic and also the political tension. For example, nowadays still is the hot topic about the US-China trade war. And also at the same time, we have the Russia and the Ukraine war. It will affect our global business environment. Secondly, is talking about the economic interdependence. Okay, you should know that nowadays, because one word, globalization. Okay, because this work, we are having some interrelationship among each of the country all over the world. Okay, one single country may not that strong enough, so that's why most of the time we have different kinds of economic integration and the bloc. Just for example, EU is a very typical example. And in last 5 to 8 years, we also have BRICS, which is represent Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, this is another issues nowadays in the global business perspective. Thirdly, we are talking about the foreign exchange system. Nowadays, okay, you know that the exchange rate is really have a very important impact on our international trade. For example, like what is Brexit? Okay, that means Britain. Okay, they have already quit from the EU, and also we have different kind of digital currency. Okay, Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay, this kind of digital currency also affects our global business environment. Fourthly, we are talking about the protectionism. Okay, the protectionism. Nowadays, okay, even though everybody is talking about free trade in the world, but actually in the reality, okay, it is not that purely free. Okay, we have different countries, they will impose different kind of trade barrier. For example, the tariff, and also some of the news you have heard that is the anti-dumping duty applied on the steel of the China export of the steel. And also, like America, you know the trade imbalance between US and China. So nowadays, in the country, United States, they are imposing something to encourage the domestic and manufacturing. Okay, they have the campaign called Buy American. Okay, and also for the fifth one is the technological advancement. Nowadays, how we can facilitate about the processes of the globalization because of the technology. Nowadays, okay, we are sitting here, we're in Hong Kong, now is 2 o'clock. It's another 2 o'clock at nighttime in New York, but we are getting all the real-time information at the same time. All the information flow freely by using the technology. And also the technology is facilitating the international business environment. For example, you know that we have ChatGPT, which is the artificial intelligence, which is very powerful tools for us, okay, to develop our business through the internet. And also we have other sizable multinational organization like Amazon or Tmall. I think most of you has already do your online shopping by using your cell phone. It's very simple and straightforward. And then you can receive your goods within 7 days, even though they are sending, okay, like Amazon, you are sending the purchasing order online from United States, they can send it to you. Okay, this is a very emerging industry in last 10 years is talking about the e-commerce. The sixth one is the social and cultural shift. Okay, nowadays, we will say different country will have different culture, of course. Okay, this is the phenomenon, is the reality. But nowadays, because there are different kind of social media channel for us to get each of the country, okay, close with each other, and then each of the culture is affecting to another culture at the same time. By using what? By using some of the social media communication, the Facebook, the Instagram, okay, or sometimes, okay, you use WeChat, you use WhatsApp. All of this is the means for you to deliver the message. Okay, that means on the other side of the earth, okay, we have something happen. We will notice less than a second. So if the information flow is that fast, that means the competition, okay, among all the countries in the world is very important. And then the seventh one is the climate change. Everybody is talking about sustainability, how sustainability is affecting our world. Okay, everybody is talking about environmental protection. Okay, so that's why if we are doing the global business, we have to make 100% pay 100% attention on the sustainability. You will see I used to give a different example. Tesla, okay, he named himself as the sustainability pioneer. And also like H&M, okay, which is talking about their 100% of their product in the collection, they are using the recycled product. Okay, why this kind of multinational organization, they use these terms? Of course, most of the time, if we are doing business, it's a straightforward philosophy. Okay, everybody will do the business, okay, is want to maximize their revenue, minimize their costs in order to generate the profit. That is important. So that's why nowadays, most of the company, if they start to do their global business or even domestic business, okay, because of the consumer behavior, they are more willing or prefer to buy the goods, okay, which is green, okay, high level of the sustainability. So that's why it is also one of the important factor in last 10 years, okay. The last one I want to share with you is about the regulatory landscape. Okay, what is this? The regulatory landscape. Okay, nowadays, different countries impose different kind of policy, law, rule. Okay, just a simple example, like this picture. Okay, a month ago or 1.5 months ago, you know that, okay, the Japanese government decided to drain out all the radiated water. And then within 48 hours, okay, no matter it's the China government or the Hong Kong government, they have already imposed a law immediately to stop, okay, majority of the fresh seafood, okay, be it or even other, not only seafood, about the fresh fruit also the same, okay, to not allow
okay, to allow all the goods export from Japan import to Hong Kong. So this is all we can see is happening, right? And then how about the challenges of the global business? Okay, I try to conclude 5 points to share with you. One, uncertainty. You will see uncertainty nowadays, especially when we are talking about the social media. Okay, everybody know everything at the same time everywhere in the world. This is a big challenge. Why uncertainty is a big challenge? Uncertainty means, okay, something happened which is out of your expectation. Okay, you don't know how to do it in the first minute. Okay, you need to have the time. Okay. Secondly, Secondly is the changing political relationship and policy. Nobody know 2 weeks ago. Okay, the war is start. Okay, from where? From where? Israel and Palestine. Okay, nowadays we are facing with this. If something happened and changed the relationship among all different countries nowadays. And then the third one is talking about cultural and social differences. Okay, even though we said that because of the AI, because of the technology, because of the social media, okay, all we know about this, okay, even though each of the country, they have a very strong, okay, or so many cultural differences, but nowadays they are keep on changing. Don't think that culture equal to traditions because each of the country affected by the other country. Because nowadays the world is getting smaller and smaller, not the physical distance, it's about channel. So, okay, we have to look after this. And also we have to navigate, okay, the complex and the evolving regulatory landscape, especially nowadays we have a lot of different countries impose different law to protect themselves, or because of some of the political issues, they need to have different kind of rule and regulation. Lastly, is talking about the natural disaster, the global health crisis. Okay, no need to say, because of COVID-19, there's a typical example in last 3 years. Okay, all the global business has almost been stopped. The supply chain has been disrupted. Okay, of course, we have challenge. Then we should have some opportunity. I try to conclude 5 of them and share with you. Firstly, because of different kind of changing uncertainty, okay, we have the risk, but at the same time, okay, the world help us to generate the opportunity. What we will do, identify the new market opportunity. Okay, just a typical example. In 20 or 30 years ago, China mainly rely on the export to Europe and United States. But nowadays, okay, we are trying to explore any other new opportunity to Africa, to other Southeast Asia country, or Australia, or different kind of other country out of Europe and America, and also adapting the business strategy to align. Come on, wake up. Okay, sorry about that. And this different kind of strategy, okay, we need to align. Okay, 5 years ago, you set your organizational strategy, but you might not use it nowadays because the world is keep on changing. You have to align, okay, align something, adopt and adapt the environment. And also the digital market, which is a very, very big opportunity. Okay, for example, e-business. Okay, e-business, we already have the e-business nowadays for more than 10 years. But nowadays we have different kind of terms in the global market. Okay, the further evolution is talking about what? Quick commerce. That means it's a Q-commerce instead of the e-commerce. Okay, quick. What means what? It's the lead time. Okay, for the e-commerce, maybe you have to use 3 to 7 days. But how about for the Q-commerce? For the Q-commerce, which is talking about 2 to 3 hours. Okay, we should look after this opportunity. And also develop a very strong corporate social responsibility framework because of the sustainability. One thing is very important I want to share with you. Okay, no matter it's the domestic business or the global business, you have to understand one thing, who you are selling to. I always said that in the supply chain, the most important party is the customer. The customer like your product, they will buy it. If they don't like your product, they will not buy it. Okay, nowadays, if you believe that, okay, sustainability is the most popular topic. and the consumer behavior is tending to buy more environmental protected product. So that's why we have to include the CSR framework, okay, in the organizational strategy. The last one I want to introduce to you is the investing in the risk management. We have so many changes, and then, okay, the information flow within the world is so fast. If we do not get ready or well prepared, when the problem comes out and then you just start to think to solve it, okay, it is not enough. So that's why we have to set up different kind of risk management strategy. So it is also important. Of course, these are some of the examples about the challenges and the opportunities of the global market. Okay, but what I want to draw some conclusion based on this. You will see all of this from 1 to 10 or even 11, 12, 13, all these are the solution, what we have to do, okay? But try to look at this, okay, in details. All of these phrases, terms, or actions, you can simply to find this information on the internet, but nobody can tell you how to do it. How to do it. Nobody knows. Because, okay, what I want to say that, okay, up to this is the page 5 of my presentation slide. Okay, everything you can find it in the internet because of the technological advancement, but nobody will tell you how to do it. Why they cannot tell you how to do it? Because they don't know what is your situation. That's why, okay, this is one of our objective of this subject is we are trying to use the practical experience and the practical example to apply in the real world reality, okay, by using all these tools, okay, to help you develop your mindset about the global business. The most important part is if you're working in a multinational company, what is the key responsibility of your job? Okay, it's not a clock, it's not operation, it's not working. Simply speaking, decision making. All of the staff in an organization is making decision. Okay, so that's why we should have a lot of information, but the information need to be digested by using, okay, the practical experience and the practical sharing, application, and final the implication. So this is one of the key purposes of our program is trying to help you develop, okay, your own framework in your mind in order to help you to make your most effective and efficient decision in the global business environment. This is what I want to share with you. And then I want to show you this picture. When we are studying the global business, what we have to do in Chinese saying, ride the wind and waves, just like this guy, okay? If he can keep himself to surf on the top of the wave, he can overcome everything, okay? So, but one thing you have to understand, the wave here is coming, but he or she might not know when will be the next wave is coming. So that's why you have to develop a very high level of the sensitivity to the environment. Okay, this program is trying to, okay, help our student to develop the sensitivity. Whenever the developments, the environment comes out, what kind of solution we need to do, what kind of strategy we need to take, and what kind of decision we have to make in order to facilitate all of the operation within your organization. Okay, I'm trying to use 3 terms to conclude what I want to share with you. If you have the interest in the global business market, the first thing that we call agility, that means you have to respond quickly. Every time your action should be in the very high level of responsiveness. So you have to develop your agility. You cannot learn this from the textbook, okay? And secondly, adaptability, okay? You have to adapt the environment. If you cannot adapt the development, okay, you are going to be phased out. Okay, so that's why keep yourself updated, adapt the environment. Even though you have a very quick response, but you don't know how to cope with the environment, it is also a big problem. Lastly, is token alignment. Nowadays, just like what I'm saying, nowadays the economics is interdependent. When you are making your global business, try to think about your supply chain. Okay, I can say that no single organization can process the whole supply chain by himself or herself. That means you have to do what? Integration and coordination with your business partner, or what I want to say is the supply chain participant, supply chain parties. Okay, so if you can develop this AAA, I so called, okay, actually this is from a theory called AAA theory in the supply chain management, but we can also apply this free capability, okay, in the global business, okay, then you will be a successful expert in the global business. Last phrase I want to share with you is, for the global business perspective, we should develop our lifelong practical learning. Okay, so that's why, okay, you can see all the news from the newspaper or from the internet. But one thing you have to remember, every day is changing. How you can develop your own framework in your mind, how to make the decision in the global business market. Okay, so these are all what I just want to share with you. And then I'm going to pass the mic to, okay, Dr. Xiao Gao, and then he is going to explain to you, share with you about the course, okay, the program detail. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so if I don't use a mic and hear me at the end of the class, okay. We have to use it. Okay. Because online or recording. Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Roman, for the very nice introduction about the global business issue. Hope that the short lecture will help you to basically appreciate some of the opportunities and the challenges related to the global business, which is one of the major focus for this program. So this MSc in Global Business and Decision Analysis is actually a new program offered by our department. This program, we only have the first year students admitted, and we are now accepting the applications for the second year. And so let me just give you some basic information related to the features related to the curriculum design and some of the related parts. Then we will leave it the remainder of the time for the Q&A if you are interested in the program. Okay. So I think the Roman's lecture will help us to basically better motivate our program, right? So this program, when we design the program, actually we are targeting on the student, right? So with a diverse background, right? So you come from have a background in the business related areas, but we also welcome a student who has other backgrounds like the non-business related. But the ultimate focus is that whether you have a lesson about the global related issues on one hand, and on the other hand, about the decision making. And so basically the program will help the student with two types of the skill preparation, right? Both quantitative and qualitative ones, which will equip them to, it's really annoying. Yeah.
How are the wires?
But it's on. This one works better. Yeah, so basically we are trying to prepare the student who are admitted to the program with both qualitative and more importantly, some of the quantitative skills related to the decision making in a global environment. And so essentially as the name of the program suggested, so the target or the focus of this program has been divided into the two major objectives. Right? The first is basically related to the global business, right? So Roman has told you some of the opportunities and challenges related to the general business environment in global context. But through this degree program, we not only talk about the global business in general, but we also provide the student with opportunities to get deeper into different functional areas within the business, right? As long as they are, for example, the supply chain operations, logistics, accounting, finance, marketing, so on and so forth. So basically, we will try to help the student not only to understand and appreciate the global challenges, but also try to build a comprehensive understandings about how those global issues affect different business functional areas. So this is one about the objective for this program. And the other is basically focus on decision making, because just as Roman has mentioned, right? So with all those information on one hand and ever-changing environment, right? Decision making is very important. So how can you utilize the current information and make the best decisions that is for your organization? So this is basically related to the second objective. We try to provide trainings in strategic thinking, right? Strategic level thinkings and more detailed decision makings through some of the decision analysis tools. So this is a basic objective for the program. And so we have the English requirements, which is I think is consistent with all the other programs in the university, right? So if your degree is from the undergraduate degree is from the Hong Kong local universities, then you don't need to bother with those exams. Otherwise, so those TOEFL and those exams are needed. In the study mode, most of the students we admitted is for the full-time mode, and we also the program is also open for the part-time. So basically, the duration for the full-time is 1 year. 1 year you finish 30 credits, 3 courses, and for the part-time, so basically the normal duration is about 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Again, you finish the same amount of the credit, 30 credit, equivalent to either 10 subjects or the 8 subjects as a 6 credit project. And so regarding the detailed curriculum design, so for the full-time and for basically we have the 2 degree award. One is the MSc, that is you finish the 30 credit, then you get the Master of Science degree. Otherwise, you only finish 6 and you got the postgraduate diploma. And we talk a little bit about how we devote this 10 subject requirement into the 3 categories. So we have the first category is a compulsory subject, which each student need to fulfill. We have 4 subjects here. And we have the restrictive elective subject, where we give you certain flexibilities in choosing courses which you are interested in 3 different streams, and each count 1 subject in total 3. And the last one is a free elective. Basically, we have a pool of many courses, not only from our department but also from other departments within the FB. So you take 3, and in total there is about 10 credit, 10 subject, 30 credit you are going to fulfill in order to get a degree. And if you decide to exit as a postgraduate diploma, then you only need to get about 6 subjects, which is divided, which is basically you have 4 compulsory and choose 2 out of the restricted electives. So this is basic information related to the credit requirements. And I'll spend some time to talk about the curriculum design. So what are the compulsory courses? So we have basically 4. And out of those 4, so the first 2 are related to the decision making, So the decision models, which is how you make the better decisions in a deterministic environment, business analytics, how you use emerging analytical tools to make decisions. And then the second group is basically related to the global business in general. So it's talk about the general issues related to the global business and international trade. And so those two basically will provide you some of the basic information related to not only the global business, but also some of the decision-making issues, right? And after that, basically, we have another category that is called the restrictive elective subjects, right? So we divide this requirement into the three. Yeah.
Can I have a picture of that?
You have a picture of this?
No, the new page.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, all those informations are available not only online but also in the book, I think, right? So basically, we have the three streams, right? And within each stream, we have a specific focus, and we group several courses under the theme. Right? So, for example, we have a first stream that is focusing on methodology. Right? We have the courses like project management, statistics, applications for decision models, and global risk and decision analysis. Right? So basically, all the four courses are available for you, and in order to fulfill the requirement, you need to choose at least one out of the four. So basically, we provide the way of designing this is we provide you the flexibility so that whenever you think which one you need or which one you are interested in, feel free to just choose subject to the quota formation. And the second stream is related to the one specific areas of the global business where our department basically focus on, like the supply chain, logistic operations. Right? So we have the sourcing, global sourcing, supply, international operations, contemporary issues in OI. So those are basically trying to help you to understand those supply chain operation issues in global context. And the last one is choose one subject from the courses, many popular courses from our other departments like the AF and the MF. So we have basically this category, even though we only require you to choose one, but of course you will have the flexibilities. If you think you are interested in more than one, of course you can choose more than one, and then the additional subject will be counted as a free elective. So basically, this category we have 6, which are divided into 3 groups, right? So we have an accounting, basic accounting, and international accounting. We have finance and international finance. We have the international management and international marketing issues. So basically, it helps you to provide various kind of the directions where you can have the freedom to choose whatever you want in order to build your own strengths in the related areas, right? So for each of the groups, we only require one minimum, at least one. But as I have mentioned, we have another 3 subjects, which is counted as a free elective in the sense that you can not only choose those 3 subjects from the general pool of the free elective, but you can also choose additional 3 within them, because those are some of the very popular courses within not only our department, but also from the accounting, finance, and the management marketing. And the general pool for the free elective, basically, we also incorporate some of the courses that are related to the global business issues. For example, we have the specific courses related to China business and management marketing in China, right? And we also have the other related courses such as supply chain, risk management, innovation, shipping, logistics, so on and so forth, and air transportation. And among all those free electives, basically you see that there is a research project, right? 3 credit and 6 credit. So those research project subject was designed for those students who basically want to interact with our faculty more, right? So in preparations for the extending their studies beyond the master program, right? So if you, for example, if you want to choose a 3 credit project, basically means that you work independently with faculty members you are interested in within our department, and work a research paper, right? Research project within 1 semester for 3 credit. and 1 year for 6 credit. Yeah. So basically, students choose those with a purpose, right? Like to continue their studies as a potential like a higher degree student, like a PhD. Right? So if you are planning to go this direction, then probably doing some of the project is good. Otherwise, finishing the degree requirement within 10 subject is a better way, because you can always carefully plan what you want to learn out of the general pool of the subject which we have offered. Okay, so this is pretty much about the curriculum design, and yeah, of course you can do the credit transfer. So if you previously, before entering into the program, you already get a master degree with a similar subject, then you can apply for a degree of credit transformation. But if you are undergraduate student, then just ignore this, because undergraduate subject cannot be transferred to graduate level course. And there is a maximum amount, I think. It's if your previous MSc degree was not obtained from PolyU, then you can only transfer at most half of the 5 subjects at most. And okay, the tuition fee basically it's 9,000 per credit. The same for all the programs within our departments, but comparably cheaper than others, like the AF, MM, even some of the program like MBA from the Faculty of Business. And for those applicants who demonstrate a strong academic background, so we may automatically provide them some of the scholarship. Basically, the amount is I think is around 50,000 for 1 year, contingent upon your performance, within the program. Okay, and when you apply, so if you are interested in apply, there is no separate ones to apply for the scholarship, So we just review all the applicants and pick up the ones that has a strong academic background. Then we will provide another round of the interview for those scholarship. So this is I think this is pretty much about the general introduction about our program. So the application system is already open at the end of September, and the early application deadline I think is around middle November, right? And the final application deadline is April 30th, 2024. Yeah.
Not 23.
Not 23, it's already passed.
It's over.
It's 2024. Yeah, maybe next time we change the And so if you have any questions, feel free to send the emails to either me or Rona as a program director, or our secretaries Kelly and And another information here is up to now, right? So it's only application system only open for about 1 month. We already obtained 300 applications right now, and last year, in total we received about 1,500 total applications, and we admitted about 50 students, right? So our review is on a rolling basis. So if you are interested in, the earlier that you apply, probably the competition will be less intensive. So I think this is pretty much about sharing about some of the details related to the program. And if you have any questions, just feel free to let us know. So any questions or? So if you have any questions, let us know. So if you don't have any questions, then the sharing session ends. And thank you all for attending this session. Hope you have enjoyed the information day of PolyU. Thank you.